Okay. So can someone tell me like what are the types of tense? You can reply me in the chat box. What are the type of tense forms you know or like you have learned? Reply me in the chat box, okay? Present. I know it's present, past, future, but then what extended like simple present, past, present? So basically everyone knows just three: present, past, and future. Okay, never mind. Let's start. Okay. Okay, so we'll be studying about tense forms. Tense are used to differentiate when different actions take place at different times. Okay. In that case, tense form will be used. Moving on to simple present tense, it has 4 rules. First rule is that it is used to express universal truth or generally accepted facts. For example, the earth rotates around its axis. Okay, rotates, simple present. Simple present mostly has S at the end. The sun sets in the west. Asia is the largest continent. Okay, first rule is this. Second rule, it is used to express a habitual action. Let's say the family goes on vacation every year. I get up at 6 o'clock daily. My sister watches television every day. Okay, so it is used to express a habitual action as well. Any confusion in these two rules? Everyone, please reply. You guys are 52 people, 52, more than 52, I guess. Okay, moving on to the third rule. Simple present tense is also used for future timetables. Okay, for example, the class begins at 6 o'clock tomorrow. Okay, it is also used for short present actions. Let's say the food tastes delicious. Basically, a word, okay, verb or word with the S at the end. That is known as a simple present tense. Are you guys clear? Okay. So now we have present continuous tense. So what happens? How is it different from the simple present tense? Tell me. Like what word do you use in simple present tense, and what word? Someone is asking, ma'am, what is meant by short period action? Short period action basically means like, one time thing, like, the food tastes delicious, the dress looks nice, or like that. So guys, can you tell me the example between simple present and please don't say verb for, or explain me with an example. He plays football. It is the simple present tense. Yes. So basically, in present continuous tense, you will be using is, am, are, and you will be using the ing form. Okay. And it is used first. Someone please Mute yourself. If you don't want to attend the class, leave the class. But don't disturb others. Okay. So, first rule is that it is used for a long present action. For example, we are writing notes now. She is watching television now. Okay, like is right, is an ing form. Are ing form. Am ing form. Next, it is also used for future actions, okay? But then again, is, am, are, and ing form is used. That's why it is different from simple present tense. For example, he is going to the party next week. We are having a meeting tomorrow. He is watching television. She is eating food. He sings a song. This is simple present tense. This is not present continuous. I am drinking tea. Yes, okay. Are you guys clear? The first two rules of present continuous tense. Okay, moving on to next. Simple past tense. It is used for a completed action which occurred at a particular time in the past. Okay, let's say he finished the school in 1987. In simple past tense, ed will be used at the end, like a past form. Finish, finished. See, saw. Go, went. Have, had. But had would be used in the next tense form. For example, he finished the school in 1987. I saw the movie last night. He went to the concert yesterday. It's very easy, simple past tense. It is used for a complete one action which has already been completed and which has already been occurred at a particular time in the past. Uh, let's say he finished his bachelor's in during COVID. Okay. Next, past continuous tense. It is used for an action that was occurring in the past and is interrupted by another past action. Okay. Let's say while she was cooking dinner, the telephone rang. While she was doing her homework, when she was watching television, the lights went off. Okay, that is also an example. Another example, he was doing his homework when his mother called him. Okay, like you are already doing something and some other thing also happens in the past. So that first action is interrupted. So in that case, it will be using past continuous tense. And past continuous tense is also used for two actions which wait, okay. Sorry. I was typing. I don't know what did I type. Which two actions occurring it is. Okay. So it is also used for two actions occurring simultaneously in the past. Let's say while I was doing my homework, my sister was playing the guitar. She was writing notes while I was dictating them. While I was watching television, my mother was cooking food. Okay. So there are two examples of past continuous tense. First is that whenever you are doing something, that thing, that work is interrupted by another work in another action in the past. First rule is that. Second rule is that two things are being occurred simultaneously in the past. Okay. Sorry. Am I clear, guys? Past continuous, is it easy? Please explain third slide again. Can you name me? Is it simple past? I think this is the third slide. Maybe. Are you calling this the third slide? Sorry. Mr. Rupesh. Yes, okay. Okay. So, simple past tense is used for a completed action which occurred at a particular time in the past. Okay, it won't have is, am, are, it won't have has, had. Okay, it will just have the past form of the word. Let's say he finished the school in 1987. Okay, if let's say it won't make sense, but still I'm giving you an example. If it would have been finishes. Okay, that would have been present form, but in simple past tense, we always use ed, okay, in most of the words. He finished the school in 1987. I saw the movie last night. Present tense of saw would be see. He went to the concert yesterday. The present form of went would have been go or goes, okay. So this is it. Simple past tense is just all about these things. Am I clear now? Rupesh, I'm asking you, am I clear now? If not, I'll move on to next. Okay. Okay, so we did this. Now, present perfect tense. It is used for an action which occurred in the past, but occurred at an indefinite time in the past. That is, we don't know the time. Okay. Let's say, for example, she has gone to Chitwan. I have seen the movie. He has finished high school. Let's say someone asks you, have you seen XYZ movie? Like any movie. Let's say, which movie is famous in here? Let's say Kabaddi movie, okay? Someone will ask you, have you seen the movie Kabaddi? And you will say, yes, I've seen the movie, but you don't remember when did you see. Like you have seen it, you have done that action, but you don't know when that action has occurred. Okay. Let's say, suppose you're talking to someone and someone asks you, where did she go? You will be answering, she has gone to Chitwan, but you don't know when did she go. You just know that she has gone. When, why, you don't know anything. So in that case, it is known as present perfect tense, which means that you know the action has already been occurred, but you don't know the time when it occurred. Okay. Another is that it is used for an action that has occurred more than once in the past. Let's say she has done her homework twice. I have failed the exams thrice. She has gone to Chitwan 8 times. I have failed the car trials, let's say 2 times. Okay. In this also, in second rule also, you will be using have, has, okay. But then you will be twice, thrice, 8 times also. If twice, thrice, 8 times, have, has done, have failed, has gone, this thing is there in the question, it means that it is present perfect tense. If it is had, it would have, if it would have been had, that would be, what do we say that? That would have been uh, past perfect. Okay, are you clear with the present perfect tense? Okay. Next slide. Now you have more upgraded version, okay? Present perfect, okay, so this continuous, it is similar to present perfect tense. The only difference is that in this, the action is still being continued, okay? So it is used for an action which has occurred in the past and is still continued in the present, okay? For example, he has lived in Kathmandu for 10 years. He has lived in Kathmandu since 1998. He has taught in this college for 10 years. Okay. So that thing, he has, um, he has become the principal since 2000. Okay. So this is present perfect continuous tense. It is used for an action which has already occurred in the past, but it's still continued in the present. Next, past perfect tense. So, ma'am, can you please include 2-3 examples in interrogative form? Listen, I don't understand what is V4 and all that terms, okay? It would be easy if you talk to me in the direct terms, in very easy forms, because that's what I'm explaining you. I'm not saying you V1, V2. I know V4 means verb 4. I'm saying example. If you ask this thing, if I give there is no example of in interrogative form, because that would be the past, it would come under the past tense, okay? If I give you the interrogative examples, and we are doing present perfect right now. Okay, now moving on to past perfect tense. It is used for two actions which have that occurred in the past, where one action occurred before or after the other action. Okay. For example, after I had brushed my teeth, I went to bed. After I had brushed my teeth, I went to eat. After I had taken a shower, I went to meet my friend. Another example, before I returned home, I had gone to the library. Before I returned home, I was with my friends. Before I returned home, I had gone to eat somewhere. Is it clear? You have two actions. One action has occurred before, one action has occurred after, or anything. Okay. Okay, so now past perfect continuous tense. It is used for an action that occurred in the past but is discontinued in the present for some reason or the other. In present perfect continuous, what did we do? It has a similar thing. It is used for an action which occurred in the past, but in present continuous, it was still being continued. In past perfect continuous, it's not being continued anymore, it's discontinued. Okay, so the major difference between present perfect continuous and past perfect continuous is that in present perfect continuous, an action has been occurred and it is still being continued, but in past perfect continuous, an action has been occurred, but it is not being continued in the present. It has been discontinued for some reason or the other. Okay, so if you get any question, okay, like let's say you don't have MCQ, you get a question where you have asked, please explain one main difference between present perfect continuous and past perfect continuous. So what you're gonna say? Tell me. Present still continuing. Past just opposite. All right. Okay, so example of past perfect continuous tense is that before he joined our office in Kathmandu, he had worked in a similar organization in India. Okay, before he joined our college as English teacher, he had taught in some other colleges. Yes, okay, good. Okay, guys, did you get example of past perfect continuous tense? Are you clear with this? You know, like uh, one more example would be before I wore this red shirt, I was wearing or I had wore the yellow shirt. Okay, it can be used like this also. Okay. You are saying me, well, V4 will be used. Do you know V4 form of past tense? What would be the V4 form of past tense? Tell me. Seema is asking, right? Right now, I cannot show you anything. I'll complete this presentation and then I'll show you. So V4, the example of V4 is that you will in present tense it is S, comma ES, comma S, comma ES. Okay, but in this in past you will be using ED. Okay, so had joined or joined, had worked. Okay, now moving on to next slide. We have simple future tense. So it is used as a planned confirmed action that will occur in the future. And it is also similar to the present continuous tense rule number 2. Okay. Can you tell me the example of verbs with no ed form? Where will be used? So it is, isn't it past form? It's clear, read. It's clear only. No, spoke means what? Past only. You just have to figure out what is present form, past form, and future form. Okay. So simple future tense is same to the present continuous tense rule number 2, which is I will attend the party next Friday. I am attending the party next Friday. Will attending, am attending. Okay. Like, you know, in the future, you are doing this thing, right? So simple future tense deals with that only. Some action which you will be doing in the future. Got my point? Next, future continuous tense. It is used for an action that will be going on at a particular time in the future. Let's say at 10 o'clock tomorrow, we will be taking classes. Let's say at 12 p.m. tomorrow, we will be starting our exams. Okay, I will be attending a meeting at 3 o'clock next Friday. Okay, you have the action ready, you have the date, you know the date. Okay, so in that case, it is known as future continuous tense, which means it is used for an action which will be going on at a particular time in the future. No matter whatever happens, it will be there. Okay. Now next, future perfect tense. It is used for an action that began in the past, is continuing in the present, and will be completed at a specific time in the future. Let's say I will have finished this job by tomorrow. They will have finished the painting by today evening. Okay, something like this. I will have finished the homework by tomorrow morning. Is it clear? Like you started something in the past and you're still doing it and you will complete it soon. So in that case, that phase, that entire thing is known as future perfect tense. Can someone give me one example of future perfect tense? Someone. Only one example. She will have finished. No. This is wrong. You have to explain. I will have lived there for 3 months. I cannot show any slide right now. Let me explain. Let me finish the presentation. Don't interrupt me in between while saying that show me this slide. You have to pay attention. What were you doing since 7 a.m.? Lap dance. No, guys. Someone is saying she will have danced well. No. You have to say something which you were doing and you're still doing and you'll be completing that. I will have finished my work by today evening. That's what I said in example. I will have arrived to Kathmandu by tomorrow. Okay. I will have read this novel. It's novel. Novel. Novel by tomorrow. I will have done this assignment by tomorrow morning. We shall have done this work by tomorrow. We will have done this. If you would have told me, no, it is wrong. I will have finished it by tomorrow. I will have arrived at home by next week. Okay, good. She will have cooked dinner. Cook dinner till by what time? Or till when? She will have cooked dinner doesn't make a good example of future perfect tense. In future perfect tense, you have to specify some timing. Okay. Boys will have played football by then. By then, when? Time. You will have studied the English tenses. No, wrong. He will have composed a story by tomorrow. Okay, good. We will have left this class by 8 a.m. Okay, good. She will have played football. Wrong. She will have played football. Like, explain. No, she will have played football. What? She will have got her salary by end of the month. Okay, perfect. Okay, guys. So you guys are clear? You have to specify some timing in the future perfect tense. Okay. If you don't specify timing, it will be like this. Something like this. Okay. So probably this is the last slide and then we'll take a test. Okay. So future perfect continuous tense. It is used to emphasize the length of time that will have been completed by a specific time in the future. Let's say by the 5th of May 2009, Ram will have been working in this office for 40 years. By the June, let's say you have you'll get your results in August, for example. So by the first week of August 2023, students will get their results. Okay, or let's say by the end of July, students will have been studying in this academy for 3 months. Okay. She will have driven a car by today. No, this is wrong. Driving car is not a something, no, it's continuing action. So are you guys clear with future perfect continuous tense? Okay. So are you ready for the test? Okay, first I'll show you the slide. Someone was asking for what slide. Just a minute. Okay. So I'll change the slide in interval of 10 seconds. Eh? No, there is no exceptions in tense. Someone was saying, please explain me the example of simple future. Example number 2. So example number 2 is I am attending the party next Friday. Like, you know what is going to happen. So it's simple only. I will attend or I am attending. It's the same thing. Future continuous. Simple ma V4 answer, ma'am. So V4 is basically S and ES, right? So yes, it comes in present simple form of present and past. Is it? I think V5 means ing. Okay. So now it's test time, guys. So we are 88 right now. I hope you guys are clear about how many participants should be there. You know, it really doesn't matters to me if you, it doesn't matter to me if you don't take the test, because you know you are gonna fail in the exam. I'm not gonna fail. So it's your loss, not mine. So don't think that, you know, ma'am is just always saying take the test, and I don't want to take the test. So why should I take? Don't take if you don't want. You will fail. I won't fail. It's better you don't continue the class also, those who don't give the test. That makes no sense. Okay, so I am giving the link in the chat box. Everyone, please pay attention there. Okay, and you will get time till 7:55. Please do it, and I want as many responses as you can. Okay, tell your friends, tell your classmates, everybody. Okay, guys, all the best.
Wait.
Okay, so the time is almost over. I'll check the responses, how many responses we have got. We've just got 59, 62, 63, 66. Are you guys still doing? Okay, we have 1 minute more left. You can do it. Okay, guys, now stop it. Now don't do it. We are 78 people right now. I've got 71 responses. I'm really happy. Very good. $72. Okay, guys, now I'm about to release the score. So please now stop it. You already, the time has already been completed. It's already been finished. So now I'm releasing the score. Yeah, done. Okay, so we are done with this. Okay, so tomorrow we'll be studying this use of conjunctions and other expressions. Okay. Result मैले पठाइसके. Please check your mail. In question number 19, the man. In this question, like, was reading would also be good, has read would also be good, had read would also be good. Okay. But I personally, I took the present tense in my mind and I set up the question. But in the exam, if you have all these three options, you will also get all of the above answer, all of the above also, because everything is right. In this question, I had done the present form. Yeah. Basically, we have used present perfect tense here. That's why. This is an example of present perfect tense. Okay, guys. So this is it. Tomorrow we'll be starting conjunctions. We'll be studying conjunctions. Okay. And then we'll move on to, after conjunctions, we'll move on to maybe active passive voice, direct indirect speech. Okay. And I think by the next week, we'll be done with our course. Okay. Okay, guys. So have a good day. I'll take your leave right now. Bye.
Nancy. Ajul. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Ajur.
Panus.
Hello. Ajur. Nancy. You want to wear it? You પછી કોણ ક્લાસ કે છો guys? Nancy.
Hello, घर कता तिम्रो?
कसको सुन्नुभएको?
जसले बोलेको सत्य त